Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Sergeant Neutral Plays Survival Chaos. I know the episode number this time, and it's 24. So last time we had our kind of inaugural episode with the Bloodbound. It did not go well, but that being said, we gave it hell the entire way. I think the episode ended up being a little bit over an hour, but we fought every step of the way. So let's see who we get this time. Ooh, it looks like the orcs. Yes, just the orcs. And we went with the Elder Shaman last time.
All the preparations have been made.
So let's do something maybe a little bit different. Let's go with the item merchant. Let's go for a hero-centric build here. So basic shamanism, bloodlust, very important for the orcs. But the orcs are pretty easy. In my mind, they're a pretty easy race. Buildings get 20 plus damage. Very damage heavy. Here it is. Okay, perfect. Very damage heavy. You know, we're gonna be okay. And the dwarves, and we've got the gold there, and a diminishing thing there. No gold there, no gold there. So the dwarves have won our poll of being the first people we're really going to be going after. So congratulations to the dwarves. I know it's a very prestigious, very, very coveted honor. So I'm just glad they're just taking it with in stride. They're really taking it well. I appreciate that. And then we've got the demons over on this side, but we will be exercising them later. And then down here we have the undead who have picked the Banshee upgrade, which means that basically they're necromancers, but when they die, there's like a 10 to 20% chance that they will possess your unit. Which, you know, not great, not my favorite thing, but can be really effective, kind of situationally. But, you know, when it comes to undead, it's not my favorite pickup, for sure. Okay. So, the Burning Legion... We're kind of at a standstill here. That's fine by me. Oh, it's fine by me. If you never leave, you're gonna be like this forever. It's fine by me. Come on, 998. Let's get 1,000. Perfect. And right before, brilliant. And once again, we've got the movement speed, which is nice. Buff. We just captured the mine, so that is a beautiful thing to have so early, and hopefully we'll get a quick pick off of the dwarves. So yeah, that's where we are now. Let's hit Z5. Is Z6 further? Yeah, so I like Z5 better. Okay, here we go. We're already knocking on their door. Great. So, I mean, we didn't do damage, really, to them, but that being said, we did not do damage. So that's also nice. Great. So it looks like people have already popped level 2 in to the middle. We're going to be doing that very shortly. It would be, if you could just shoot through our soldiers quick, that'd be, nope, maybe they can't do it. Oh well. After we pop the middle barracks level 2, I will probably immediately go for, oh Lord Jesus. Let's get these guys to because that just wipes them all out. So now we can pop this.
Upgrade finished.
And so I think before we push it here, I'm going to be grabbing the basic shamanism. Just because it's so important, it's so good, and it can really, once we get a good backline, it can really, really, really help just, you know, just the damage output. It can really make it skyrocket. So I think that's why I'm going to be doing it. Great. Like, for instance, here, we'd be able to chew through these guys much quicker. The Burning Legion has captured a neutral building. Let's watch and make sure that it's not against us. Is it against us? Nope. Alright, so it's against the Undead. Poor Undead. The Undead never seem to last super long in these games. Especially when we're playing them. The Undead are someone who I would like... Okay, so they just got level 2. So definitely not what I wanted to see, but... Yeah, so we're gonna have to push, you know, the Dwarves are our nemesis again. That does make me wonder, though. Does the AI react to popping this on my side so quickly because I apply the pressure? Because if so, then I should almost always go for the middle. Because the middle would enable me to kind of like feel out who's going against who.
Research complete.
And then react accordingly. So that would be, for the next game, we'll try that. And it really is just the greed, my greed, that makes me want to go for the gold every time. Versus the actual need. Great, so it's 618, 642. We're doing decent damage against the old Bronzebeard collecting. 712, brilliant. And they've got increased damage, but we have increased magic, so that's not a bad thing. Good, 874. And we're about to pick up a lot more, thanks to our Burning Legion buddy. There we are. Now we're ready to go. I think before I do anything, I'll pick up the spiked barricades before I upgrade anymore. Just so I can get that little bit of extra income now that kind of our domination of this front will slowly start to ebb away. So Purge would be nice to pick up, but we don't need it immediately. We're about to get a lot of gold just by picking, you know, we're about to get 75 more gold just by picking this guy up. And boink! There it is. So we're at 399, 423. Let's just hit that. 500. Where's that 500 though? There's the 500. We hit the 500. Amazing. I'm sorry for saying 500. I'm deeply sad person for saying 500 though. Alright, so we're chugging through here. I mean, this is gonna be a problem. But I mean, the thing is, we're holding them pretty well. We're holding them back pretty solidly, which is probably the best English way I could have described that.
Research complete.
Instead of my crazy rambling that it was. So now I'm gonna hold on to my money for a little bit because we're gonna need it to fight these guys. I've captured another neutral building. That's good. And don't worry, I'm watching the minimap. I'm right here, but now I'm right here because I want to see us hit the Burning Legion. Not bad, actually. For a very brief burst of damage, that was pretty good. 3, 2, 1. Yep. Once again, they hit us perfectly in the gold zone. But that should do enough damage to them that maybe they might... No, they are going to push through, but with much less help than they probably wanted. Combat! 10, 9, 8.
My life.
That should do it. Yeah, because we're gonna get our new soldiers. Yeah, we're good. We have thrown the dwarves back from whence they came, back to the halls of Khazmodar. And Bunmaro. Where is Khazmodar? I don't know. It's in a rare moment in which my Warcraft lore fails me. I don't quite remember where Kazmadan is. Oh well. I think Kazmadan is, if I remember correctly, that is in the, it is in Dunmurrow. It's kind of between your starting zone of Coldridge Valley and the kind of like, and Iron Forge and kind of the world at large. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Great, so now our units have more armor, which is great because we have no armor. And I will probably throw... yeah, Thrall down this way. Because he'll be able to... and you know, just the fact that he's a nuker will enable him to, like, fully take advantage of the target-rich environment we will provide him. So 855, 867, 883, good. 892, 929, 840, 945, 7.
In the Lich King's name.
1,000. Okay, so I think I'll probably just send them out now. I was thinking of why I was holding him back, and I realized it didn't make sense, so I stopped. Alright, now time for unit upgrades. Ooh, that's a big old roll going that way. And we hit them right in their golden zone. What a beautiful thing that is, to strike one right in the golden zone. And we will get more basic brass ranged weapons as well. Ooh, and this is going to be a big hit. Ooh, this might be the pick. Ooh, this is. I don't think we have it, but it's damn close. Yeah, very close. But unfortunately, they do have Reconstruction Aura, so a lot of that damage is going to be undone much quicker than I would like it to be undone. Namely, not ever undone at all. So Thrall is level 3, he's about to get his first item, which is lovely, and that's a Corruption Aura. That's very nice to have, I'm not gonna lie. Let's go with these two guys, just a little more of a punch and a shield.
Storm, earth, and fire, heed my call.
And now then I think probably the next thing I'll do is start saving up for a level 3 barracks against the Dwarves. Because we're doing fine against the demons, I'm not worried about the demons. And honestly, I'm not super worried about the Dwarves. I just want them dead. Mostly. And if we get 1,000, I might send Rexar down to punish him. Yeah, because, I mean, we've got, yeah, and we will have Rexar by the end of this. Yeah, Misha, Quill Beast, Deafening Roar, all good stuff. 3, 2, 1.
For the Mok'Nathal!
And also, if we spent time to get the upgraded heroes, might as well use the heroes as much as we can. Yeah, Born and Thornton are doing poorly. Thrall is doing great. He's already level 6, which is a beautiful thing to see. Born and Thornton, and they've been out for much longer, are only level 7. So we're starting to out-level some people, which is a beautiful thing. I don't know if I want this advanced shamanism now. I think I'm just gonna go for the upgraded barracks here. Yeah, so we killed Born Thornton, that's where all that gold came from. There it is. And what is your first item? 1 HP per sec regen, not bad at all. And we hit them in their golden zone as well. There's a lot of golden zones getting hit right now, and I bloody well love it. I really do. I think it's a right proper good time when you get hit in the golden zone. Not when you get hit, but when you hit other people in the golden zone, it's a beautiful thing. Alright, so... And this is where the rage is really, really good. Okay, so that's pretty much been stopped in its tracks, but that's fine. Let's get more of that. Thrall's level 8. He also picked up the Devotion Aura, which is wonderful. Honestly, the more auras we can get on him, the happier I'm going to be. Then I think we're probably going to pick up Earth Shock, which is nice. Or, no, probably Killing Frenzy, because it's the Grunt and the Raider. So, there it is. And we are just throwing the Dwarves back. Ooh, they did not heal nearly as much as I think that they hoped they would by the time I made my comeback. So this might be a pick, depending on how much damage Nisha does. They've only got level 1 upgrades on the damage on their turrets and stuff like that, so that's not a tremendous amount at all. So, did we pick that up? Yeah, we did. Good. Yeah, and Rexar unfortunately can just keep putting people on the field. Yeah, and now there it is. Now we're taking big chunks out of the Bronzebeards. I don't go after the units, though. Go after the buildings, please. The good news is, our Sacred Grove is indeed under attack. Oh, in a big way, too.
An allied champion is fallen.
So Thrall has fallen. You know what, then? I think it's time that we send Thrall on another little peacekeeping mission here. There he is. 1 HP, Necronomicon, and the Linehorn. So, this is gonna suck for the demons. Well, the Bronzebeard just... Okay, so they've thrown us back again. Not the end of the world.
An allied champion is fallen.
So Rexar's down, so we will send our Blade Master down that way next time. And then Rexar down this way. Yeah, and actually the Blade Master would be great, because we basically be countering Murd and Bronzebeard. Great, Thrall's doing awesome. And it looks like we did pick up, finally, that... good God, what is the word? That skill, that upgrade. There it is. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed that I let them hit our barracks that hard. It shouldn't have happened. It was just kind of like gross negligence on my part, frankly. Okay, and we are going to need some additional units here. We're not going to be able to stop them by ourselves. Though we have not fallen terribly behind in terms of upgrades against the Dwarves at least. So we're going to let them get a little closer.
Taste of my blade! Ready to ride!
That's especially if I drop that. And the rest is pretty much history. Samuro's level 2 already. We'll soon be level 3, I'm sure. Yeah, we chewed through the Bronzebeard. That's all beautiful stuff. Yep, so that's level 3 he just popped. And then they don't need more help here. They just need to, every time that we get thrown back, they just need help, you know, getting thrown back in. So Thrall is level 11, good, and we are taking big chunks out of the Burning Legion. That is a beautiful thing to see. Look at the health drop. Oh wow, to the point that they actually had ults to save themselves. Tichondrius is only level 2. Unfortunately, it might be enough to kill Thrall just because he's kind of in a weakened state. We're going to pop a bit in the middle so we can make sure that our hold on the middle does not falter. Samuro is level 6. There is Samuro. And he has a Ring of Protection. Great. Unfortunately, it does not look like he's going to be able to follow very far into the push here, but you know, we gotta take it where we can. Yeah, so Thrall has fallen, which means Thrall will be the next one down this lane. 100%. The Anti-Conjurers, they're gonna push out this way. So we're picking that. So they lost their bottom barracks against the Undead. Interesting. The Undead may actually be a force to contend with in this game, which would be a welcome change. And we just picked up the gold mine again, so once again our economy is being buoyed. There it is. I don't know why that was, without a doubt, the most difficult thing I've done today to pronounce that bloody word, but it was. My god, it was. Yeah, Samuro's just chewing through him, and he's regenerating at an acceptable rate, I'd say. I'll probably send... Oh no, Rexar has to go down this side. No, he doesn't. Because Thrall doesn't have to go down the middle. It doesn't. Great, it looks like this might be it for the Dwarves. We hit them in their pseudo-golden zone. Unfortunately, Samuro will be taking kind of some big hits here at the beginning. But that is it for the... Come on, we are so close. We are so close. Oh, I swear. Okay, great. That's 900. And unfortunately, everyone's stuck. That was close. Much closer than I would have liked it to be. But we're pushing them back now. Once again, I'm just a little lazy when it comes to watching this. I get so involved in where we're doing well as I don't pay attention to where we may be struggling. It's dumb. It's foolish. Great, another Necronomicon and a Ring of Protection. So that's a solid lineup, I'm not gonna lie. Samuro, inexplicably still... Okay, he immediately died. I was like, inexplicably, he's still alive. Then they made sure that he wasn't, so great. Awesome, and Rexar's gonna be doing well. Now I think we really pump some money into our economy, into our unit upgrades. So we'll do that, and we'll do that. So that's one of each. Just kind of a straight upgrade across the board. And then frankly, I don't know if I want the research aura, frankly. I do want Earth Shock, so I will pick up Earth Shock. Go on, Rexa. Show 'em what you got, boyo. Make the Mock. Make the... I think it's the Mocknathal. Make the Mocknathal proud. And they're the half-orcs that live in the Blade's Edge Mountains. I'm very cool. Just letting you know. Clearly, from my deep and in-depth knowledge. Deep and in-depth are redundant, but my deep knowledge of the world of a Warcraft. There it is, we'll snag that. The Burning Legion does not have the Reconstruction, so this is going to hurt them way more than it's going to hurt them. And we might actually be able to pick this. Are we gonna pick it? I think we will be. Yep, we picked it. It's an extra 900 in the coffers. That is brilliant. And that also means that the Burning Legion are in bad shape here. So we'll grab some Thorium Blades. Alright, so... Yep. Rexar is still doing fine. He's chugging away. Who should I throw down the middle? Bondsbury Clan have lost their bottom barracks. So the Undead are really making a show of themselves here. I'm going to put Thrall down here again. Actually, no, I'm going to put Samuro down here because we've got two heroes. And if we could pick those two heroes... the results would be amazing. almost straight up Amazing Grace style. So it's pretty amazing. There it is.
Taste of my blade!
And he's not too far back. Ooh, and he just got mana points. Okay, so not great for Samuro, but like definitely not good. Okay, so speaking of the end of the world, the dwarves are not having a great time. Oh, so it was the undead that killed Born Thornton, which is not really what I wanted, but that's okay.
An allied champion is
So
fallen.
Rexar's down, understandable. Advanced brass armor, good, good, good. Oh, it looks like we just picked up a lot of salvage. It looks like we're going to be picking up more salvage here. Unless the undead get involved, and we're going to have to pick some expletive. Shamanism 2 is done. We are applying pressure to the demons as well. Samuro has fallen much faster than I would have liked. That means we are going to be taking a big attack from the undead. So I'm going to keep Rexar on hold because I know he can stop them pretty much in their tracks. So that's Ragefire that just popped up as well. Bronzebeard down. So the Bronzebeard are very much living kind of on borrowed time, especially since we're picking up another. Okay, I am watching this unfold. I swear to God, just kill that bloody turret. Okay, thank you. I did. Okay, so Magtheridon is down there. And which one? Okay, so it doesn't matter which hero I throw down. I think I will use Thrall.
To their destiny.
Use Samuro. Throw down. Ooh, we need more gold. Totally. And now that we've kind of initiated our pushing phase, where we're just pushing everywhere, upgrade. Upgrade, 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 upgrade. So Thrall is dealing some damage to everybody, because he don't care, because he's Thrall, he's Green Jesus. He can do this. Alright, so improve Thorium Blades, Thorium Weapons. So Thrall's on 12. Oh, a lot of... Oh! One of my favorites, Lord Aron Horn. Because it helps not only him, but bloody well everybody else, too. Oh, Magtheridon is not bad. But it's Tychondrius and Magtheridon versus Thrall. And honestly, I'm kind of liking our odds, frankly. So we're 4 and 3. And they are 6 and 2. Okay. It would be nice if Thrall stopped taking all these big hits. But it doesn't. So it looks like Thrall's going to go down pretty quickly. Yep, there goes Thrall.
An allied champion is fallen.
And is Rexar up at any... Oh, Rexar is up now, actually. Yeah. But all 3 of their heroes are in the middle, so I might chill on that front for a little bit. Boink, boink. Not quite. So yeah, I think, the stronger we can make our units now, the better off we're going to be in the later game when it's us versus the Undead, because that's pretty much what it's going to be here. And we're going to pick up another sizable chunk of 600 salvage there. We'll probably be picking that up there soon. Yeah, so it looks like the dwarves are just being kind of massacred at this point. Okay, now would be a good time to send Rexar down, just because it's just the 2 heroes. We are occupying them here. And Rexar with some of our guys versus those 2 heroes, we can kill them pretty easily. Yeah, so the dwarves are done. I think there's very little to help them here. Very, very, very little. That doesn't need repairing, that doesn't need repairing. Good, good, good. So please just attack the turrets when Samuro's died. It's fine. We can pick Thrall here and Samuro there. That's good. As long as we keep this rotation up, we should like have heroes up on the field at all times, which is great. Because they're going to get stronger, they're going to get better weapons, which means our soldiers around them are going to get stronger, and it's all around just going to be a good time for us. 400 for thorium weapons, let's snap that.
Complete.
And then we can get the improved thorium armor in moments, probably after we take out this building. Which it looks like we won't be able to because we've attracted everybody's attention. Oh! Ooh, one more hit. There it is, we did. Well, color me impressed, that's for sure. Alright, so Tychondrius is taking big hits from Rexar, which is what I love to see. Yeah, Rexar is pretty much handling that undaunted. One thing we do have to be careful for is that Arthas and Kel'Thuzad are here. So that means we should probably prepare ourselves for a big push on this end. We don't have to, but we probably should. Oh, Tychondrius over here, run away from the oil. Rexar wants to dead, man. And what Rexar gets, Rexar wants. I mean, what Rexar wants, Rexar gets. Did Rexar just die? Okay, no, I was like, hold on. That's not how this narrative is supposed to go. Okay, come on, Tychondrius. Do a little more damage. Brilliant. Ooh, Book of the Dead, -2 corruption aura, 10 damage, and 2 armor, as well as some mana points upgrade. Brilliant. We're at 1330. I'm gonna upgrade the fortress is my next choice. My next big one. Oh wow, Archimon has made an appearance. So that is what their upgrade was. It was Archimon. And Archimon, devastatingly powerful, I think. So, good. We're at 1900. We just need 600 more. It should come flowing in pretty quick. I feel bad. I do feel bad for the Dwarves. This is brutal. Oh, all 3 of the Scourge's heroes are here. Yeah, because there's Arthas, Sylvanas, and Kel'Thuzad. Which is both very scary but very good, because once we take them out, then that means that they can have no heroes on this lane. For a while. No heroes. Except maybe their special unit, but one special unit by themselves normally doesn't pose a tremendous threat. Not to say that they're fully negligible, but as a general rule, I'm not super worried about them. Okay, Battle Frenzy, Seasoned Troops. I guess I could pop the Endurance Aura, but that would mostly just be because I'm bored. I don't want to do that. Yeah, that'll probably be... Now let's get Slow Poison. Let's get that. Upgrade is complete. Oh, and then Chain Lightning will be our next pickup. Yeah, I'm gonna just let Archimon do what he's gotta do. I'm not sending another hero down there, I'm sorry. That's tantamount to murder. Okay, Born Thornton, Sylvanas Windrunners, not doing... Oh, Sylvanas went down. Arthas is also gonna die soon. So the Dwarves, against all odds, have absolutely held the line. I do think it's that base reconstruction aura. Because, I mean, if you look at it, it is gaining health at a phenomenal rate.
An allied champion is
Yeah,
fallen.
Rexar's down. That's understandable. He was fighting one of the most powerful demons in existence. Pretty much by himself. Not to make these guys feel bad, but it was Rexar taking a lot of the hits there, not gonna lie. Oh, Garam Rockbeard. He's actually pretty much on his own, which means that we might be able to pick him pretty well, pretty quickly. Alright, speaking of picking, didn't need it. I do realize it was perhaps a little random. And hopefully this will just kill off the Burning Legion. I don't need the Burning Legion in my life anymore. Okay. We can let the Dwarves and Archimon kind of like fight it out. Fine by me. Let those two doomed teams just wreck themselves as far as I'm concerned. Right now for me it's me versus the Undead, and I have to start planning for that. To start planning accordingly. And their units will be weaker as a whole, but their base will also be kind of tougher to fight through all the units just because they can pop them out so quickly. Okay, so the Burning Legion is done. Yeah, I mean, this next wave will kill them off. Pretty much. What's also nice is that we didn't have to sacrifice anyone, really. Like, we kind of sacrificed Thrall, but not a huge way. Come on. Okay, well, putting up more of a fight than I would have liked them to do, but that's fine. Fat Helga has appeared to help the Dwarves in their final stand, in their last stand. Once again, that's how English people who speak English talk. Good lord. Let's snag that. And then I think after I get Chain Lightning and the barricades, it's time for me to really start thinking about upgrading my barracks for, you know, the Undead. Though I am surprised we haven't seen more of them start showing up here, frankly.
An allied champion is fallen.
Thrall got absolutely murdered there. It was unpleasant. But he will rise again.
Show them no mercy.
And I will throw Thrall down in the middle. Now that it looks like Archimon has fallen.
I will lead them to their destiny.
Great. Gloves of Haste. Nice. Burning Legion has lost their fortress, not to me. So, remember when I was talking about the Undead and I was surprised they didn't show up? Well, they showed up just in time to steal my fortress. Oh well.
Glory to the Scourge.
Glory to the Scourge. Screw you, Arthas. I don't like you, Boyle. I really don't like you. Arthas. This is the point where I would maybe make fun of his storyline, but his storyline's really good. So I'm having a hard time really bringing myself to do that. Man, I have no idea what's there. Honestly, I might fully up. Oh, yeah. They're gonna put that. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, they totally are. Are they? Interesting. I don't know. We're at 1500. Thrall has fallen again.
Champion is fallen.
Okay. And everything is gonna die now. Yep. So Arthas is just kind of like, wow. Alright. Okay, so Sylvanas is there. Let's upgrade you this way.
Upgrade finish.
I'm a little bit nervous. What are their upgrades? 8 and 7, 6 and 6. 8 and 7. Yeah, so 8 and 7. And my guys are 6 and 5. Okay. Not quite the lineup I was hoping it would look like, but here we are. Yeah, but they are melting pretty quick. I mean, my guys are also dying quickly too, but it's kind of a bursty kind of looking damage. Yeah, and I'm just gonna let them fight it out in the middle. I'm not sending down any more units, just so they can get chewed up by all those angry heroes. I will probably send Samuro down this way, that way he can find and kind of like, you know, just pick out Sylvanas. Yeah, so all three of the heroes are there, and that's kind of the last, it is the last force of the, whatchamacallit, of the demons. Let's kill as many of those guys as we can. Actually, I'd rather have Nexar or more of a frontline unit. Let's get 2 more raiders out here. Okay. Luckily, our crossbow towers are doing a lot of damage. He's asleep. Rexar is asleep. Damn it. Let's get more grunts, and especially some more shaman out. Bronzebeard are out. We might have picked that, I'm not entirely sure. It's not, if I'm being honest, not my #1 priority to be worrying about that right now. Rexar, his war is doing well. And we've got a sizable force built up there. Yes, we are being attacked on that front. That is for sure. Because Rexar, oh my god. Okay, good. Oh no, not good. That is bad. That is horrible. Oh, I'm glad I dropped Samuro there. Yeah, I just didn't, once again, I didn't pay enough attention of what was happening here. Luckily, it looks like we'll be able to chew through the undead on this front decently well. That was so silly. That was so silly of me. So Rexar... Ooh, Rexar now has double of these. And Samuro... 3% attack rate and 10 damage. Not bad. So that's a pretty good line that we've got going there. Let's go as far as the ultimate weapon. Immediately start healing. Thank you. So what... So we need 2... Okay, yeah, so we just need another kind of like flat level upgrade. Which we can't afford right now.
Upgrade finished.
Yes, because we are chewing through that. So Sylvanas has made another appearance. Has reappeared, if you will. Unfortunately, I've got no hero to throw down here. This is a heavily weakened area. Honestly, serves me right for saying that the undead don't last long in these types of games. That's what I get, man. That's what I get. Yeah, okay, so there's 2 heroes coming down this way versus our none. If we can get the Ogre Giant somehow, that would be amazing. More than ideal, that would be amazing. But we're not going to.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
How can you fire an ultimate weapon again?
My life. I will be in the destiny.
I think it's attacked it. I don't like using it. But in this case, it was needed. Even then, it looks like we're going to lose our barracks.
Ready to ride.
Nope, not quite. Might. Yep, we're going to. There it goes. Oh boy, guys. This has been bad play on my part. This has been very, very, very subpar play on my part. And once again, I think the double-edged sword when it comes to the hero thing is that you spend so much money on heroes that you really fall behind in, you know, barracks upgrades and base upgrades and things like that. So I think, unfortunately, this is what we've kind of witnessed here today. Because we're gonna lose this. I mean, that's almost inevitable. Yeah, because we've just abandoned these third barracks. Samuro's going in. I mean, we're definitely not making it easy, but we're not going to be able to keep this up, especially since our attack here has completely faltered.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Yep, it is. And also, the double ultimate weapon was brutal. Alright, so Krogal, ooh, thank God he picked that off, but unfortunately he's dead. He had some pretty good, some pretty good items, but not good enough. Once again, we just can't break back into this backline, but that's what's killing us. Because these things are wrecking our lives. Straight up. Yeah, but now Galileo is coming up that way. He's gonna crush Rexar.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
We're starting to push out here. Rexar is about to go down against Galileo. Sylvanas is popping up somewhere. Oh, we got Arcanine Blade, so that's nice. Thrall's gonna go down. Let's get Rexar out here. But it does look like, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for us. We'll keep this going for a little bit longer, but I also don't want to waste your guys' time with what's going to probably end up being a 15-minute long agony thing. And that is a question that I'm going to ask you guys. Would you guys prefer that I completely let it go through even in moments like this? And, yep, so that's done. Even through moments like this where we're kind of like fight for the last breath, or would you prefer that once we get to like situations like this, I just cut it off? Because that's what I'm going to do this episode. But, you know, once again, I really love engaging with you guys. I love talking with you guys, talking with the community that's starting to build. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sergeant Neutral. We're going to take a loss this time around, but that's how it is sometimes. And this is Sergeant Neutral, signing out.